Hi, I'm Catherine, one of the staff members here with the School of Martial Arts. We're live on Instagram, live on Facebook, on Zoom, and you guys are here, which is awesome. Thank you so much for being here. So today's talk is related to the question of the week that we have here in the school, which is about what experiences have you had that have made a big impact on your life? So what is it, the things that have changed your life? And I decided I wanted to talk about how much coming to the dojo has changed my life. When I first came to the dojo, it was about 11, 12, almost 12 years ago, and my kids were little. So they were 6 and 9, almost 6 and 9. And they wanted to do martial arts. And I'd never done martial arts at all. I'd done a lot of kayaking, a lot of outdoor stuff. I played kayak polo. I was playing competitively. I had gone to world champs. I did a lot of competing in my life and was very competitive, not only in the sporting realm, but with myself. Really driven with goals and this. And a lot of things obviously led me to have that experience in life. And when I came here, I realized there was a different way to be. The part here of coming into Zen practice, which is a lot of sitting and being with here and now, allowed me to have a completely different experience of life. So rather than always looking to the future and going reaching for something else, rather than always reaching, always striving, there was a different way to experience life as it is and as reality is right here, right now. And it has brought me a lot of calm, a lot of peace, and a lot of just a completely different way of seeing life. So I experience that same type of competitive environment now. It's great. I love it. I still love, doing competing things and things like that. But I'm much less in it for the winning of it. I'm really not in for the winning of it. And actually, to be fair, even beforehand, I wasn't necessarily in there for the winning of it, but I was in there for really everybody doing their best in the whole team and everybody doing the really best that we could. I'm still in for doing the really best that we could, and at the same time I have a lot less frustration when things don't go perfectly or the way that you really want them to go, right? So there's a lot more acceptance of how life is, and rather than how you wish life could be. Right? Do I still have goals? Absolutely. Do I still strive for them? Absolutely. And in martial arts and Zen, there's a saying of striving without striving, which seems counterintuitive. How can you have striving without striving? That doesn't make any sense. It's somewhat of a koan, it's the old style, like a riddle. Right? You can't actually undo the riddle. So when you're striving without striving, for me what that means is that I'm being my very best person that I can be, and in any given moment, right? And I'm not striving for the external goal, I'm striving for me showing up in the best way possible. So even though the result might be that I get my goal, it also might mean that I don't. But that striving for the goal, the having to reach for something that's out in the future and that isn't happening right here, right now, is the type of striving that we want to let go of. But the striving to be the person that we want to be right here, right now, is what we hold on to in order to be fully present and fully with who we are in this moment. And how we show up in this moment, right here, right now, is the striving that we're doing. It's like striving to be the best that we can without being attached to the outcome. So it's a very different way of thinking about things and has allowed me a lot more peace in my life. I went from having my kids have to be doing the best that they could and all the things that they were doing, to accepting them much more as who they were and how they showed up in life, how they show up in life. And and they've grown, almost, they're adults now, but allowing them to be who they are in life is like one of the most tremendous joys in my life, because I get to simply enjoy them for who they are and whatever it is that they've got going on in their lives. I just get to enjoy who they are as people. And it's very, I don't know how else to say it. It's very joyful. It just allows me to be happy being a mom. And, you know, everybody's journey here is different in the dojo. Everybody's journey is different. We have a yellow sash test coming up tomorrow, and that's the first test that people write a paper for. And they're answering what it is that they're getting out of martial arts, and it's always more than they thought. I came into martial arts thinking I was going to get fit and, you know, have a great exercise routine and learn something new and just, you know, have fun doing that, which I did. I absolutely did that. And I uncovered this whole deep spiritual life that lives in this dojo as well, around all of the internal aspects of our lives as well. And it's truly a gift for anybody who practices here, anybody who stays here any length of time, because you start to get seeped in that and you start to uncover the gems that are available for you in your life and in this dojo, and just in life in general. And I had no idea that starting a martial arts practice would also lead me to my spiritual practice. And I'm very grateful to be part of that. I'm very grateful to have both my spiritual and my physical practice kind of be joined together as one, because we all know that like our mind, body, and spirit are one. And when we can practice in a space where all of those things are appreciated, to me, it's like the best thing ever. It's really the best thing ever. So I'm really appreciative of all of those gifts that that the dojo and learning about Zen and learning about just martial arts and our practice brings us here together. I'm going to say another thing around my proclivity to notice small details. So I love things being done the right way, the right way. You know, I love it when I can do things the way that I think that they should be done. I also love it when now, I'll say now, because this is something that has shifted for me. I also love it when people let me know that there's a different way that I could be doing something, and that maybe the other way is better. And in the past, I used to get very defensive about the way how my way was right, and that, you know, I know all the right ways because I'm always right, you know. And I've learned, mostly through doing Tai Chi here, that there's a lot of things that I don't know. And it's very humbling, and it's also very, it's a relief. Honestly, it's a relief to not to have everything right all the time, and to be able to allow different things to come into my life in different ways, and just have a lot more freedom to go with the flow, freedom to be with something that somebody's suggesting, to be with something, a different way of seeing something, a different way of doing something, and to be able to bring curiosity to that rather than the need to be right, or the need to be, you know, have it perfectly. Which is a blessing, I think, in everybody's life. It means you get to learn from more people around you. So, yeah. And then the other aspect to being here in the dojo that I think has transformed me in a different way as well is the ability to be with life's changes, I guess I could say it that way. Like, I'm not a spring chicken anymore, and you know, the ability to be with change over time and not be stuck in a particular way is also something that has really impacted me here as well. Have I gotten older while I've been here? Yes, but I also see the other students, see their struggles, and see myself reflected in them, and have the ability now to have compassion, not only for myself, but for other people. And that compassion is just it's a beautiful thing to be able to be with people's struggles, be with people's striving, be with people's, you know, just their journey, just to be with whatever their journey is, and be supportive of that journey wherever they are in that journey. So it's a beautiful place for that too. So as we're thinking about the different ways that life can change us, there's actually, I'm going to go grab it. I'm going to go, actually, Jonan, could you go grab the book that's on the desk in the office, please? Thank you. There's a book that we have here that is not in print as far as I can find it. And it's the story of Wu Wei, who, thank you, the beautiful warrior. And I just want to read a little bit from here. It's a kid's book, but it's still beautiful. It has really nice illustrations and things like that too. But this is the part that I wanted to read here. I'll find it here. This way. Nope, sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Okay, here. So it's talking about Jin Yong was her name previously, and she grew up in kind of the aristocracy. And at some point, The Manchu warriors swept down over the northern border and conquered the Forbidden City. The Ming Dynasty was ended. China's new rulers had separated her from her parents and ended the life Jingyong had known. From now on, she would have to make her own way. Afraid and grieving, she took deep breaths to allow her qi to flow freely through her body. This helped her to concentrate, and she thought of the Shaolin monastery where Buddhist monks had practiced kung fu for 1,000 years. Jingyong set off on the path to Shaolin. So she actually became a nun at the Shaolin temple and was exceptional at kung fu. She shaved her head and became a Buddhist nun. When Shaolin monks begged in the villages, they talked about the nun whose calm concentration never left her. Young men came to Shaolin to study with her, and she taught them if they were sincere and didn't want to just beat somebody up. So I really like the part where she's talking about having calm concentration, and that calm concentration never left her. And the way that we get that calm concentration and that way to be able to just be with whatever's happening here in our lives is through meditation. So we're going to practice that now and take a moment to sit and be with ourselves and in calm meditation. So you can sit however you want to on the cushions. I recommend sitting so that your knees are lower than your thighs. Here, I'm sitting on a bench, but you can sit like that. You can sit kneeling if you want to, whichever is the most comfortable. And we'll meditate for about 15 minutes. And as you sit, just allow your attention to come to the center of your body. Your hands are going to come to your thighs. You can be just sit comfortably in your lap or just resting on your thighs, whichever is the most comfortable for you. Allow your chin to be parallel to the floor. Eyes closed and your spine straight. You're going to let go of any worries, cares, or concerns and focus on your breath. We'll do a few breaths together. Inhale all the way down into your belly and hold. Exhale slightly longer than the inhale. In. Hold. Out. In. Hold. Out. In. Hold. Out. In. Hold. Last one, in with a double exhale. Allow your breath to come in naturally. Allow your breath to go out. So now you no longer need to control your breath. And allow your thoughts to come back to your breath every time you notice that they've wandered. Keep coming back to the breath. Let go of any striving. Let go of any control. Let go of anything wanting something to be different from the way it is. Be here now. Focus on your breath.